we had maybe some freedom from the Revolutionary War until 1789. That's my theory on it. Now, some people say the Civil War, but it there's points where it gets worse and worse and worse. 9/11,
Yeah.
Vietnam War, the 60s and all that MK Ultra shit and everything. They actually started that in the 50s, but yeah, like I was saying earlier, like with the movie Barnum World, like the stuff that I had to go and sift through was just, it was like disturbing. I mean, I already knew about it, but I'd never seen it like together like that. And I was like, wow, it's.
Yeah.
So where are we
Hey,
going? Are we gonna have secession?
it,
What are we gonna say? I cut you off.
no,
Go
but
ahead.
can I ask you a question about Barnum World?
Sure.
What is the cigarette lighter burn on Natty Jones's neck?
Oh, that's the tattoo. All that stuff is like making fun of uh, occultism, basically. He's
Okay.
got the what's the ring? The Mason ring on. Then he's got
Mm-hmm.
like it's all like occult symbolism stuff we bought just as a. But to be honest with you, by the time we got through with that interview, that fake tattoo had worn down. So it looked like a cigarette burn in his neck. And he's got the black fingernails and the
Uh-huh. It took on my second watch through. I didn't notice it the first time. On my second watch through, I noticed the Kabbalah bracelet
yeah,
on
that's
Natty's
right.
hand. Yeah.
That's right, the Kabbalah bracelet. And I think that what the hell is the name of the group? The Mason. I think it was the 33rd. That ring was particular
Mm-hmm.
to the 33rd. Um, what was your honest opinion about that film? What did you think? Was it entertaining? Was it painful to watch? What did you
Dude,
think about it?
I loved it, and I
You
mean
can tell me the
I've
truth. I'm
been
not sensitive.
no, 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 no. I'm telling you the fucking truth right now. I fucking love that film. I really did. Uh, it made me feel good because I'm one of the people that have been screaming about all of this shit for a very long time, and I think that especially the people that are in the Independent Media Alliance that Whitney Webb and Ryan Christian and Derek Bros started up back in I think September of last year, which I'm a part of and very grateful for and very humbled by. But all of the people that are a part of that have been banging the drum on this, so it's really, really freaking cool to like see it on screen. You know
Bang a
what I
drum
mean?
about which part of it? Like what about it? Like just the whole scam of the whole thing?
That and the way that Natty casually just lays it out
Right.
because it really is fucking simple, man. It's so very,
Oh, I see.
very
Yeah. Yeah.
easy to lay out, but it's so complex to absorb. And that's the thing that kind of fascinates me about it because you have this character who has lived this life. That's all he really knows is how the game works, how to play the game, how to succeed at the game, how to get ahead, all that kind of stuff. So to him, man, he's telling you what the weather's like,
Right.
you
He's
know?
like he's like, hey, can you believe a fairy tale that a long time ago a bunch of rich guys in powdered wigs and knickers created the freedom machine that now is controlled today by we the people and our sacred vote. He's like, knock yourself out. I'm going to keep
Yep.
living the high life and you're going to keep paying for it. Thank you for your
The
service.
Yeah, and that's the fucking thing. The two times that I've sat down and like watched it start to finish because on the premiere night we were getting interrupted by kids and stuff like that. We had to
Yeah.
pause a lot, but went back and watched it all the way through, and then went back and watched it again all the way through to like see everything else that I missed, and the whole like thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh, it is the most offensive thing in that entire film. It should be the most offensive thing in that entire film because it's so accurate and people are waking up every morning in service to the Jones plantation, in service to Natty's production company, and they don't even know it.
No, they don't. Yeah. And he says, I mean, so many times in the film, is like, hey, it's not like nobody's going to listen to me. Like, why are you talking, telling us all this? He's like, nobody's going to listen to me. He's like, they'd have to admit they've been duped at a most fundamental level since as far back as they can remember. And that's just most people, they just can't do that. They're able to capable of doing something like that. And he says in the film, he's like, look, I wish, because we shot that rodeo scene and I love those people. And I wanted to make sure that we didn't insult them. Because in fact, when we went there, the guy who owns it's a really good guy. They're really good people over there. They want the right things,
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, we don't want to have like what is that guy who makes fun of? He acts like he's Eastern European and makes fun of people. What this satirist, the actor?
Oh,
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, fucking
what's his
Mossad
name?
agent. Borat.
Yes. Yeah. Suddenly, all of a sudden, you're not to have freedom of speech if you're talking about Israel. What is his name? Borat. Yeah, whatever.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
We didn't want to do that to them. We wanted to make sure that we weren't making fun of them, and so that's why we had that bit in there. He's like, hey, if I could wake the people up, I would. But I can't. Yeah. So, I mean, I wish they didn't, it bothers me that these nice people get suckered by these scumbags who use the things they love and care about against them.
It does come across as like a genuine moment of sincerity in the film on part of the character too. Yeah, it really does.
I thought I hate when directors talk about their actors, but I thought his performance was, I think his acting went to another level. Now he's not interacting so much in the film, so it is harder to do dialogue. He's just talking to us through the camera.
Yeah.
But I think his performance was, I knew I had at least had that. And so when editing it, I was like, I have to try to make this thing live up to his performance.